Hello everybody, it's the Game Legend here, and today we're going to be playing Brawlhalla as per usual, but today we're going to be playing Greatsword. Oh god. This video is basically, I'm going to be talking about why I think Greatsword basically ruins the game, or not ruins the game, but breaks the game, and I'm just going to be playing it and showing you just kind of what it does, I guess. I've been playing a lot of ranked recently with Caspian, because I love Caspian. Right now, he's probably one of my favorite characters right now, besides obviously Cassidy. But it's just every time I go against a Greatsword, it just kind of ruins my whole experience. So yeah, let's just get into game one and I'll start talking about everything. Okay, getting into game one, I started a little bit late because I had to disconnect my controller because I was using a controller that won't let me like move at all. But here we go. Basically, Greatsword, obviously I'm not the best with the Greatsword. I don't really play it, I don't like to play it, I don't think it's fun, I don't think it's fun to play against. But anyway, I just think Greatsword is one of those weapons that when it releases it just completely shifts the game. I know Orb didn't really get too much popularity, so it didn't really break the game as much. Even though it's a very good weapon, it still is a good weapon. But basically, it isn't as dominant as Greatsword is, and I don't think it ever will be. Just because it's such a insane weapon right now. That's that's my main issue with the weapon. It is so fast for a heavy weapon, and it just has so much like area coverage. It has so much ground control. It's just incredibly strong right now. Its recovery is insane. Has so much range, comes out so quick, and it's just an insane kill move, a ton of knockback. It's just it shuts out like 90% of weapons. I'd say bow, lance, and blasters can actually deal with it pretty decently, as well as maybe axe, just because of the range it gets from the top and bottom. But other than that, every other weapon kind of struggles against Greatsword. Like, I barely know how to play this weapon. I haven't played this weapon, like, ever. I have a level 11 Jayun from week 1, and I haven't played him since. And I'm completely, like, just dominating this Bodvar, who seems to be playing Bodvar for a while. At least they have Lovestruck colors on them. So they've been playing Bodvar for at least a year. And I just started playing this character. I don't even play the character. This is my first game with the character since its release, and it's insane, especially with Jayun. Jayun's Greatsword is just a different breed of Greatsword. Obviously Mako's is still really good. I think hers might be better in the current meta just because of the Katars buff, making Katars absolutely insane right now. But it's just something that, like, if you aren't playing Greatsword, you're at a huge disadvantage in ranked, which, you know, that's how it was with like Lance. Especially in lower levels, but Greatsword's so dominant in higher levels as well. It's so incredibly strong right now. Look at this. Recovery just like shuts out all his options of recovering there. I mean, if I did it the right way, it would have been even worse. Like, there you go. That's game. It's just such a strong weapon right now. It's insane. I feel bad for that Bodvar, but let's get into game 2 and I'm going to keep talking about it. Here we go. Getting into game 2. Against a Petra here. I think the main reason with Greatsword is they made it so strong, just by design, kind of how Axe is, because Axe, just the way that it moves, everything about it was pretty broken. They've been nerfing it a lot recently, or not even recently. They've been nerfing it a lot because of the way that it is, and they haven't nerfed anything with Greatsword yet. Probably because it's new and they couldn't really nerf anything for BCX, so it kind of just stayed in its current state, and they just kind of have been rolling with it for now. It's so strong right now. Like, it's just especially in low level. I mean, it's insane in both low and high level, but in low level, with people who don't know how to get how to do the right dodges, it's just so dominant with just a very little bit of practice. Like, I haven't practiced any combos. I know no combos with Greatsword, and I'm just shredding these lobbies so far. And it's just kind of crazy to me how it even like got here. I think it completely shifts up the game with the ways that it attacks, because it's reminds me a lot of Injustice or Mortal Kombat, or either one. I played a lot of Injustice. I never really played Mortal Kombat, but it's just like the strings, like easy strings, nice and simple. But in this game, it's so much more dominant because you can use dodges, you can use dashes to your advantage to extend those already insane combos in those games. And just the movement of Brawlhalla makes the like concept of actual fighting games just insane. It just kind of like completely unbalances it. I haven't even gotten into the SIGs yet. The SIGs are insanity, especially on Greatsword or Jaehyun's Greatsword. Look at this. That SIG is insane. It reaches everything. I don't want to be playing Greatsword because I feel bad when I play it, but I just have to show it off. It's just insane. I haven't even touched Mako's Greatsword, which some people think is even better than Jaehyun's, but Jaehyun is the only one that's tournament legal right now. And I'm just gonna keep talking through the loading screen. I don't even care. It's crazy, honestly. Just the power it has for being so new, and the fact that they had BCX going, it like made it so it couldn't get nerfed. So people just kept getting better without the weapon getting worse. Which, you know, usually if a weapon's just insanely good, they need to get like some sort of balancing. They did a small nerf, I believe, to the recovery, which was like recovery frames or something, which is not enough. I'm gonna be real here. That was not enough to like stop this weapon. I didn't even notice a difference, to be completely honest with you. It's just something that is incredible to think how it slipped through the cracks. I know Foda mains Mako right now, so maybe he has some influence on that, but no, it's just it's so crazy. And I think the characters they put it on made it even better because it has insane secondary weapons. Sword has always been dominant. Katar's just got a huge buff, so it's now dominant. The Jaehyun sword has one of the best SIGs in the game. The side SIG right here. It's everything about Greatsword right now is insane. Like, I've been blazing through these games. It's nothing. Like, I'm just barely even focusing, just talking on commentary, and it just ends. It's so fast. It's so strong. It's so like crazy. Like, I would play Greatsword. Like, I don't want to because I don't personally like the weapon, even though it's insanely good right now. But I just don't like the weapon, and it's just so strong. Like, most people just say, then why don't you play Greatsword if you don't like it so much? Because I don't really want to play Greatsword. I want to stick to the weapon that I enjoy playing, which is currently Gauntlets, but has always been Hammer. And it's just something that's like, you can't really play those weapons. I mean, you can't play Hammer. Hammer's still solid, but I've been trying to play new characters like Caspian, and he's just so hard. Like, he's so hard to play against Jaehyun or Mako, either one, especially against Greatsword, just because of its like power against grounded opponents, which Gauntlets usually tends to be. There's obviously ways to play every weapon in the air, but Gauntlets tends to really thrive on the ground, which it can't do against Greatsword, because Greatsword has such insane control. Like, this player is good. Like, this Hattori right here is actually good at the game. And I don't know this character. I don't have a ton of experience with Sword. Obviously, I played Bodvar, but I don't have a ton of experience with Sword. I don't know the SIGs. I don't know the strings. I don't know anything. And I'm just walking in here, hitting these incredible strings, hitting these recoveries that just kill. Look at that. And you can do two. And it's just crazy. We got the end SIG covers like the entire universe. It's super strong. That side SIG kills at like orange. Oh my god, it's just so crazy. I didn't lose a single round. I lost games when I was showing off Caspian, a character I played for like 3 days. Or not, it's a decent amount of time, but I grinded that character out, and I did better with Jaehyun in 3 games. I didn't lose once. But yeah, leave your comment or leave your thoughts on Greatsword in the comments. I'll try and respond to them, but that's gonna be pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.